Hey, welcome. Today we can see sheet swapping in Tableau. So sheet swapping is one of the functionality which we can swap your sheets based on the selection. Suppose if I select a line chart over here, it can be selected as a line chart. If I select a bar chart here, it can be shown a bar chart here. That means we have a three separate sheets, but based on the selection, the sheets can be swapping together. Let's see how we can implement this in Tableau. Let me open a new workbook window here. So let's connect with the Excel file, whatever you are using. Just bring the sample superstore and drag and drop the table which is required for you. Just drag and drop a orders table to your canvas. Let's go to a sheet. So now to implement a sheet swapping, we can create a separate sheets. Like I can create a bar as a one sheet, a line as a one sheet, and donut as a one sheet. So now let's create your bar chart first. Just drag and drop your required columns into the canvas area. So subcategory wise sales. Now I can see subcategory wise sales here. So let's just add up something like on the labels part or anything that you want. Just coloring over the category as well. Should be fine. Let's take out one more sheet for line chart. So let's take out your date level. Just bring it back to month and year. Convert to discrete. Just drag and drop your sales, and you can just color it by again category so that we can just visualize over the category values. Now let's create a one more chart as a donut chart. So for the donut chart, I can take a two dummy axis. Average of 0 is one of the axis which help us to create a axis for us. Let's take a one more. Let's create a pie chart within the first axis. Let's do it at segment level. Drag and drop your sales. Before that, just change it to a pie. Just drag and drop your sales to angle, and just go to second one. Just drag and drop your sales to label, and just change it to circle chart. Now let's make it as an entire view. Now we'll adjust the sizes over here. Just increase the size a bit of your circle chart and pie a bit more. Should be fine. Let's do a dual axis here. Right click on the second marks card, click on dual axis. Just change the color over here. Just maintain the proper labeling. Make it as total sales. Make it as Arial. Would be so great for looking. Click OK and align it center. Should be fine. Even you can increase the sizes over here. Okay, so now let's do a more formatting. Just hide the headers. Just go to a format section. Just clean your workbook. Row divided to none, column divided to none as well, and remove the lines as well, the grid lines. Should be fine. It's clear. So now let's work on a sheet swapping. Just create a sheet swapping. Just create a one parameter for that. Create a parameter. So this will help us to do working on sheet swapping level. So within this, I can just give a naming convention as sheet swapping selection. Go to your list. Just give your any names that you want. So I'm giving over a bar, line. Sorry, just change the type to a string for the first, bar, line, donut. So I'm just giving the formal names for now, but as per your convenient, you can just give your value as something and display as also something. So you can just change over based on your convenience. Just create a parameter, click on OK. So now the parameter has been created. Further, just create a one more calculated field to work on the parameter level. Sheet swap calculation. Just bring your parameter into the calculation area. Just click on OK. That should be fine. This will work like your case statement. So based on your selections, it will be working together. So let's go to sheet 1. Just right click and show parameter. and it has been selected to bar. Just drag and drop your sheet swapping calculation to a filter shelf. Just drag and drop here, so that here you have to select your bar, but not this way. So this way is working earlier, but in these recent versions, right, you have to go to custom value list and just search for bar and just enter, and now you can just select like this. So this way only should work your sheet swapping selections. So click on OK. Now this should be fine, and go to your second sheet and repeat the process what we have done earlier. Just right click and show parameter. Now just change it to a line chart, drag and drop your calculation to filter area, and just go to a custom value list, search for line, select your line chart, click on OK, and go to sheet 3 as well. Just right click on your parameter, show parameter control, or else you can change it from one side, like any way that you want. Drag and drop your sheet swapping calculation, just go to custom value list, search for donut. I'll tell you how exactly it's working, but let's go to your dashboard, creating your own dashboard. So now here you can understand the help of containers. So we have a containers called horizontal container and vertical container. So when you drag and drop the values directly, so sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. So when you drag and drop, the actual sheet swapping is working. So if I just change over, my bar gets open. Like if I just change over, I can see a donut. If I just change over, I can see a line chart as well. But what is the difference here is, I don't want to showcase like this. I don't want to showcase my empty spaces here. So there itself, like you can utilize your containers to maintain the spaces, to adjust the spaces as well. So let's take a new workbook window, sorry, new dashboard window. Just drag and drop your container. Just drag and drop your container to a dashboard area. So now I have a horizontal container. Now I can drag and drop my sheets into this particular container only. Just drag and drop your sheets. Sheet 1, sheet 2 should be here, sheet 3 as well. Now let's right click and hide. Now let's work on the functionality. If I just change over to bar, now it's working, even though still I can see space, right? Even though still I can see space. So normally what happens, right, when you are working with a sheet swapping with kind of a charts like donut chart, a kind of tree maps, and also kind of a word clouds, right? In that cases, you will be facing this kind of issue. Why exactly the issue is happening? So this donut chart doesn't have any proper access information. So that when you are just swapping your sheets, it won't work as the same way however you work with other kind of charts. So to avoid this kind of issues, right, you can just create a one dummy access or dummy name here. So just dummy, just hide it, should be fine. Now if you can go and see over here, now just change it something. Now you can see it's working perfectly. So this can be happened for few of the charts. You have to remember, like wherever you don't have an axis. Suppose if I take over the donut, so nothing else we can see here, like the headers and all, any information we can see. And when you create a chart like a kind of a tree map, if you can take over like category and sales, if I click on tree map, for these kind of charts, right, you will be facing this issue when you're working with the sheet swapping. So it just utilize a dummy a column for working with the sheet swapping level. So let's go to our dashboard 1 or 2. Now let's make a selections. Yeah, it's working as properly. Now what you can do is you can just hide the sheet names because it's showing as my sheet names. Right click and hide your titles. Here also the same way, here also the same way. Now the titles has been hidden. Now just change it bar. Now it's taking the entire space in very perfectly, right? So let's hide these titles as well. Okay, now let's change it again bar. Just drag it bottom and remove this title again. Okay, for the legends should be fine. Okay, how exactly it's showing. So now what I can do, so we don't have any information on the sheet name, so we can create a one of the sheet name as is. For that, I can make a one more calculated field. So I'll just go over here and create a calculated field. So which will bring you some information like sheet name as a dynamic level based on the selection. If your parameter is equals to line, then it can be what is our sheet in a line level. It's a monthly analysis, right? Let us take a monthly sales analysis. The sheet name should be. You can change over whatever you want. Else if your parameter is equals to bar, then it's a subcategory wise sales. Else segment wise sales for do not chart, right? And this. So now I can use this as for my sheet name. So because of I'm adding all the three sheets, I'll take a one dummy sheet for sheet name purpose. I'll just drag and drop into detail shell. I'll go to my sheet name. I can just remove this and I can just insert my sheet name calculation, right? And just change over the formatting over here. Area 15 should be fine and center aligned. Now I can use this sheet as my naming convention. Let's go to a dashboard too and just drag and drop your sheet name as a sheet file into top. Let's make it entire view and just adjust a size bit. Should be fine. Let's remove this as well. Bit more. Okay, now if you can change here bar. So subcategory wise sales analysis. If I change over my line, it's a monthly sales analysis report. If I change over to donut chart, I can see a segment wise sales analysis. So this is how you can create your own dummy axis like a parameter with the help of sheet swapping. So this is how we can able to achieve. So only the one thing is when you're working with this kind of sheets, right, you have to be cautious. You have to use something in the column shelf, then only it will be working. So that's how you can implement your sheet swapping in Tableau. This is the same way the concept we can use bookmarking in Power BI as well. So let's comment me if you want any other concept, any other scenario as well. Thank you so much, sir.